Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and sex are life. So, I'm Nicole.
You're Nicole.
Vanessa.
Yes, hello. Thank you. And I'm going to start off right now and say, it is Stranger Things week. Look at my sweatshirt.
Oh.
That's Stranger Things if you don't know.
Yeah, I can't tell from here, so I'll take your word for it.
Okay, great. For if you're not online, if you're not watching on YouTube or something, just go check out our YouTube and see my Stranger Things sweatshirt. It comes out this week. I'm very excited about it. It's also Thanksgiving week, if that's a thing that you think. So happy Stranger Things Thanksgiving.
Happy Stranger. Happy. I was going to try and.
Strange Thanksgiving.
Strange giving? I don't know.
I accept all of it, and I'm very excited.
Yes.
I'm much more excited about Stranger Things than I am about turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about turkey.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a... Well, I mean, I'll make a turkey, but I don't think it's going to be a turkey thing for me.
Okay, great.
So, because that was my news that I was going to tell you.
Look at that segue.
I know. It's like we planned it. It is officially day one of me deciding to be a vegetarian again.
Okay, tell me everything. Why are we going back? What are we doing? What's happening?
So I'm old.
Okay.
But I've noticed the past couple of weeks that, like, I don't know, when I eat, like, especially red meat.
Okay.
Like, my stomach just fucking hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And fun fact about Nicole, I'm sure it has something to do with it. Like, I also don't have a gallbladder.
Okay.
And I know that has some to do with it, but it's never really been an issue before. But yeah, I don't know. In the past couple weeks, man, it just fucking hurts.
I wonder if that's what's happening to me.
Or maybe
I don't eat red meat that often.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to start. I think maybe I need to start paying attention to when I do.
Yeah, or maybe we got bit by that mosquito that makes you allergic to meat.
That's a thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's like a mosquito that, like, some type of, like, virus or something that it's carrying, where, like, you get bit by it and all of a sudden, like, eating, like, meat makes you sick. We'll have to Google this. This is a Googler.
Yes, please don't do that to me, because I cannot be a vegetarian. I don't like vegetables that much.
Eat or die, Vanessa.
Oh my gosh. Please don't let this be the truth. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, right now I'm going with, I think I'm just old.
Okay.
Or getting old, and I don't know. It's either that or the mosquito.
One or the other. That's fair.
But yeah,
okay, so day one.
Day one, no meat.
Okay. Is it going to be hard to transition back?
Yes, because yesterday I said, day one, no meat. And then me and Mike went out to, like, date night or whatever. And the place that we picked, their kitchen was down, and they were like, we're cooking burgers and brats and hot dogs outside. And I was like, I guess I'll have a hamburger.
No. Day one tomorrow.
Day one starts tomorrow. Yeah, if it was like day 1000, I would have been like, goodbye.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, what's one day? And then I ate a hamburger, and then I felt like and then I felt like shit. And I was like, yes. Day one starts tomorrow.
Oh, no. All right. Well, I wish you luck on your journey. I know you're going to do great. I'm sorry I cannot support you.
That's okay.
I can't support you in a way that, like, I'm there with you. I'll support you with my love and affection.
There we go.
Okay.
Yes. So, in celebration... My snack this week is vegetables.
Just vegetables?
Yep.
Okay.
I am rating in vegetables.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, since you already said your snack, I should make my snack meat.
Like steaks.
just a steak, a nice sirloin steak.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. Great.
Today I had class, like I'm taking, like right now at work I'm taking training classes. Mm-hmm. So I'm in a different building, and they had brought food trucks in, and I was like, oh, I'll go to the food truck. Mm-hmm. And I got like one of their things, I was like, hey, they had like a chicken vegetable glass noodle stir fry thing, and I was like, is it possible to get this without chicken? And they were like, oh, yeah, cool. And I was like, does it have vegetable, like any kind of vegetable on it? And they're like, yes, it does. And I was like, sweet. Did not think to ask vegetables. I get it. I open it, and it's cucumbers, raw onions. And I was like, the two vegetables that I hate.
Oh no!
Above all vegetables, and that's what's on top of my noodles.
In a stir fry type thing, they have raw onions.
It was like more of like a glass noodle. I don't know if you've ever
did
seen
say that.
Like, yeah, like glass noodles with like vegetables on top and chicken on top. Well, I did not realize that it was like cold noodles.
Okay.
And cold vegetables. Like I thought it was going to be like a stir fry sort of thing. And when they handed it to me, I was like, oh, thanks, and I like whatever. And then I opened the box and I was like, fuck me. Cucumbers and raw onions? Like shit.
So did you just eat noodles?
Yes. I picked up all the cucumbers and the onions, and I just put salt and pepper on the noodles, and I ate those for lunch.
Damn it. Well, great. Was today the last day of the class, or do you have it tomorrow too?
No, I have it tomorrow too.
Okay, so tomorrow, make sure you ask more questions.
Yes. Hopefully it's a different food truck, or I just need to not be a bitch and I need to bring my lunch.
Okay, fair. I accept. Oh gosh. I'm sorry you just ate noodles today.
That's okay.
Day one is not going well.
I wouldn't put this as like a check mark in the win column.
No.
Minus, I haven't had a stomachache all day.
Okay.
So that's a win.
Pretty big, big positive then. Okay, that's fair. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to stick with my steak. Can I tell you about some random things that I saw on the internet today?
Yes.
I went down a bit of a rabbit hole. So we're going to...
As expected.
We're not going to end where we start, okay? So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to take a turn. And, okay, so the first thing is I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Kindle Unlimited lately, and just like, do they want to keep it? Is it worth it? Like all the things, right? And so I ended up in this big rabbit hole. Like I said, we're not going to end with Kindle Unlimited, but we are going to start with Kindle Unlimited. Okay, so the first thing I saw that I want to talk to you about is I saw somebody on Reddit post 1 month ago that they have already read 504 books this year.
I don't believe that.
475 of them were Kindle Unlimited.
When do you have time?
So 1 month ago, so when we're recording, we're in like, we'll say mid-September. So 8 months into the year, you are at 504 books. 475 of them we know for sure are like eyeball reads because they were Kindle Unlimiteds. That what's the math?
62 and a half books a month.
A month?
Yeah. And if you divide equals, and then divide that by 4, we'll just say 4. That's 15.625 books a week. If you have 4 weeks in a year. Or in a month.
In a
year.
So you're reading between 15 and 16 books a week.
Yeah, so let's divide that by 7 days. That's 2.23 books a day. How is that even possible? What do you do?
So even if you're a stay-at-home anything, right? A stay at home. Well, if you're a stay at home mom, how do you have time for?
Yeah.
But okay, let's say you're like an heiress and you just get to stay home and do absolutely nothing all day. Like you have no chores, you're still reading like on average 600 to 700 pages a day. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
So I need more information from this person.
Yes.
On Reddit, their name is Penguins Are Fun. So, Penguins Are Fun. Can you please reach out and let us know how the fuck do you read that many books?
Unless they're like a speed reader or something, where it's just like
it still feels okay. So I'm gonna say it's not impossible, but it's very improbable.
Yes, it feels impossible, though.
It feels impossible.
Penguins.
It's impossible to me, for sure. For me.
Yeah.
There's no way I could do that many. No.
I could probably read 600 pages in a day. I could probably do it, but not every day for 8 months.
No, exactly. So that's what I was thinking. I did read earlier this year. I read Onyx Storm in one day, right? Oh, well, one day plus like 2 hours. And I don't remember how many that is, but I'm assuming it's probably about 600-700 pages. Mm-hmm. And that just thinking about that whole day, there's no way I would want to wake up and do it the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day.
No, and I mean, and that's a book that you were excited to read.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
There's a lot of Kindle Unlimited books that I've like started reading. And I'm like, well, I can tell I'm going to hate this one. But...
Exactly. Okay. Well, that's where I wanted to start because I saw that one in this whole Kindle Unlimited thing that I was reading. And I was just like, I had to bring that up. Okay. So the next thing was that just Kindle Unlimited in general. To me, I feel like it's still worth it. Like, are you finding it to change at all for you, or like, what are your thoughts?
I think it's like cyclical or whatever that word is.
Okay.
Like that I'm thinking because like I'm not saying I get to a point where I feel like I've read everything on Kindle Unlimited, but like I do get to points where I'm like, man, I do not see shit.
Okay.
Like nothing interests me, and then I'll like walk away for like a couple weeks, and then I'll get back on, and I'm like, oh, look at that, books that look interesting. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, to me, I feel like there have been times in my reading past where it hasn't been worth it, and I did cancel my subscription because like those couple of years where I just really wasn't reading and I just was like whatever, obviously that's not worth it. But to me, even if I read one Kindle Unlimited book a month, I feel like it's worth it to me because like $12, I think. $12 for one Kindle book. If I'm reading 2, that's great. We're like, yes. But to me, yeah, I feel like if you find even just one book a month, I feel like it's worth it. Because most of the time that $12 is less than some of the bigger, Kindle books that you can find. I mean, obviously there's a lot out there that are like $2.99, $5.99, whatever. But,
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, I feel like it's still worth it.
Yeah. Plus, I still have that deep aversion to buying Kindle books.
That's true. You have to do Kindle Unlimited for that reason. Yeah.
So
a couple of people kind of pointed out specifically, like, if you don't read romance, you're probably not going to find a lot of books that you like in Kindle Unlimited. I think thrillers are kind of big on Kindle Unlimited. I would say, like, historical fiction might be one of the ones that you don't really see as much on there. So if you're into that vibe, there are some genres that you just don't get a lot of on Kindle Unlimited. So for those people, I would say, sure, it makes sense that it's not worth it to you. But, like, if you're a romance reader, for sure, I feel like you can get a lot out of it.
Yeah, especially, especially if you're not like super picky about the types of romance that you're reading, right? Like, if you're like, I only like to read this type of romance, like, yeah, okay, maybe not, but like, yeah, if you do not care,
yeah, exactly.
There's a lot out there.
I've been really interested in just seeing how that conversation has been going online. So I'm going to continue to be interested to see like how people are adapting and changing or sticking with it. Like,
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, what's the other options though, right?
Like, yeah, like everybody says Libby, but isn't Libby one that you have to wait for? Like you put your name down and when it's available. I don't want to do that. I'm very not patient.
No. Yeah, I just...
Because I feel like that's the biggest recommendation is when anybody ever says, like, is Kindle Unlimited worth it? Like, tell me what other options are there? Everybody always says Libby and your local library. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But I'm not waiting. Like, if there's a book that I want to read and I'm ready to read it now, I'm not going to wait for it. And so, like, those are not options for me because I'm not putting my name down on a list for it to tell me that in 60 days I can have it, you know? Mm-hmm. So give me a better option, like an option that's closer to Kindle Unlimited than the library.
Yeah, I don't know if that exists.
Yeah, it does. I don't think it does. Therefore, KU is worth it.
Yeah.
For us. I get it. It's not worth it for everybody, but all right, so can I tell you where this turned?
Sure.
And I don't know how it turned here. But we're in another situation where I read this and I was like, this seems weird enough for that Nicole may want to read it.
Okay.
And I don't know if they're Kindle Unlimited, but somehow I got here. Someone on Reddit asked the question, books that have sex plants or vines.
Jesus Christ, what do you think I'm into?
Not that you would be into it, but that you would be, it's weird enough that you are like, oh yeah, I want to know what that's about. Like, I want to know what the fuck is going on. Okay,
right, well, apparently this is me now, so give me these sex plant books.
Okay, so apparently let me tell you what this one says first. It says, like Evangeline Anderson's books where there are those pleasure flowers and vines that fuck the FMC.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, so apparently there's an Evangeline Anderson book. I don't know what the title of that one is. But then there's another one that says there's a book called Squashed by Elsie LaPlante. And he's a squash man with vines. And it's going to be a whole series, apparently, because book 2 is called Planted. And it's about an eggplant.
Oh, wow.
And then there was another one. This one, the title of this book makes me so happy. It's called Pounded by Produce.
Jesus
by
Christ.
G.M. Ferry. And it's basically VeggieTales fanfic. Because the person said, how do you feel about vegetables? Hey, you're a vegetarian.
Not anymore.
Okay, I need you to read one of these and tell me about it. Please.
How about you read one and tell me about it?
I can't.
Okay.
You're much more adventurous than me in reading.
Oh, okay. All right, give me what did you say? Evangeline Anderson?
That was the first one with the pleasure flowers, and then there's Squashed with the vines.
I'm not reading that one.
There's Pounded by Produce.
Yeah, I'm not reading that one.
Okay, so Evangeline Anderson. I kind of want to...
The Pleasure Palace?
Okay, sure. Maybe I'll dig into this Reddit thread a little bit deeper and find that title for you.
If you type in Evangeline Anderson pleasure flower. AI can't find anything specific, but still looking, guys.
Okay, great. Maybe I'll read Pounded by Produce and I'll tell you about it. You're welcome.
Oh, I think I just found the Reddit.
Okay. There was, I did read somebody, I don't know what the book was, but somebody posted like a little snippet in there of some vines doing some things. And I was like, I don't know what I'm reading right now.
There is a sci-fi horror-mance
Yes,
novella.
I did see that.
Okay, this is a rabbit hole I'm gonna have to go down later.
You're welcome. I told you I don't know how I turned into this, but here we are.
We do not have time. This is gonna turn into a 4-hour episode if we go down this.
Okay, well, plan on us talking about this again in the future, because now I need to know what plant sex books are.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry, guys.
It's just it's weird enough that I need to know what it's about.
You have given me a lot of books lately that you're like, I need to know, you need to read this. This is gonna fuck up my book algorithm. You know this, right?
Yes, I know, but like, I just feel like if I could ask anybody to read a book for me, it's you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I need to.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell my sister that she has to read it with me. She's been telling me she wants to do sister book club. Surprise, Kim.
Get Pounded by Produce. Here we go.
I get the first pick, and this is what I pick. No, you do not get to veto.
There's no vetoes. You're welcome, Kim. All right. Well, on that note, do you want to tell me about your book this week?
Sure, I'd love to.
Great.
Sorry, everybody. It's not sex plants. It's not fish sex. It's not
great.
Whatever else you've given
from
me.
The last one? Yeah, the merman or something?
Yes. It's none of those so far. Anyway. This book is a history. Just a plain history.
Complete opposite.
Complete opposite vibe.
All right, we're bringing it back to normal places. Okay.
Yes. It is called No Better Friend. There's a longer name, but I didn't write it all down.
Okay.
No Better Friend by Robert Weintraub.
Okay.
I listened to it on it's an audiobook. It is history. Like I was saying earlier. I didn't take very good notes.
Okay.
Again, because it's like one of those like history books that it's very niche.
Okay.
So it's like, how do you create like a long description of a book that's about a very niche thing? So this is the story of a dog.
Okay. Hello, puppy.
Yeah, it's a puppy. Specifically a pointer dog named Judy, and how she became like the first, I think she was actually the first like classified animal to be like a World War II POW. Like she actually gained POW status.
Okay. First, can I say I really love animals that have human names.
That's weird.
It's okay, but I love that that dog's name is Judy.
Yes. So this book it goes through, it covers a lot of time. I think the book starts actually before like, things in the Pacific really kicked up. But at first Judy is a mascot dog on a World War II boat at the very beginning of World War II. And then the boat is captured by enemy forces, and ultimately Judy and her people are taken to an internment camp in the Pacific, and they spend the whole time, basically the whole book, in this camp. And then there's like a death march that people are probably very familiar with, and finally like freedom and brought back to the States with her person. With, with a person. So this is a book about that dog. Okay. Like I said, not a very good description, but it's hard to like tell that as a story, right? Or a description, because So triggers, just starting off. This is a war book, and so like basically all war things. Anything that
everything war,
war. People dying. Like I was saying earlier, like death marches. Life in an internment camp, like stuff like that. Like all that is covered and touched upon. Also, there's like a chapter where the main person like talks about like suicide, like contemplating suicide as a way to like get out of like the conditions and stuff like that. So not like you're like, oh, it's a book about a dog, but it's like also a lot of sad stuff. So weirdly enough, this is actually the second book about Judy that I've read.
Really?
Yes. I forgot.
Okay.
Like back in like 2012, I got on this like animal kick.
Okay.
Where I was reading about all these animals that were like that had jobs in like war and stuff like that. And the book that I read it's called Prisoner of War, Judy.
Okay.
So how I forgot that this was but I started reading this book and I was like, all this sounds really familiar. How do I know all of this already? And so I had to actually go through my Kindle, like my Goodreads account, and I was like, oh fuck, I read this back in 2012. Or a similar book.
Yeah, it's fair that you didn't really like fully remember because that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, and I can't remember books I read 6 months ago. So
right, exactly.
It's a side note. The other book, I didn't write down the author of that other book. Okay. It's called Prisoner of War, Judy. 2012 me gave that book 4 stars.
Okay.
So
for whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Yes.
I apparently liked that book in 2012.
Okay.
Okay. So for this one though, for not liking it as much, I'm just going to start with, I rated this book 3 vegetables.
Okay.
Not particularly because not because like I said, I had already read all of this and I already knew it. This book goes into a lot more detail about what was going on during World War II, during that time frame that Judy was in all of these areas, and what the people on her boats were doing, and like in the camps at the time and stuff like that. So the book is actually more of a history book of the era. It felt like Judy just was there. Okay. She was like, the plot point to why we were talking about that specific time frame. Okay. Right? Or that specific event. Because like, as an example, like they're like, oh, I'm in the internment camp. Well, Judy wasn't she was in the camp, but they would release her through the fence so she could run through the jungle so she could find food for herself. So they're like, what's Judy up to? And they're like, oh, she's running through the jungle. But then they would talk about the camp for like 3 chapters.
Like what's going on there. Okay. I mean, I was going to ask, like, how do you do it from like her point of view or whatever? Because you can't know what she's thinking and feeling. You don't know, like, you can only talk about the things that are happening around her and the people that are around her. So yeah, I can understand how like they focus way more on the actual war part of it, than her. Yeah.
So the author, I think, did a lot of research and like stuff like that, but I also feel like he like brain dumped all that into the book that probably wasn't necessary for the book itself. Yeah. Because like I said, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening, but Judy wasn't really in a lot of it. And it's also weird, kind of like what you brought up a minute ago. It's also weird because he does talk a lot about like what he thinks Judy was probably thinking. Like, I don't really have a great way to like talk about that, minus like he does bring up that like, you know, Judy didn't like certain types of people, and so she like has like a prejudice against a certain type of person, and the author was like, probably because when she was a pup she experienced this, and like kind of equating it to like PTSD, which completely understand, dogs can get, you know, dogs remember stuff like that, but like how are you gonna tell me
you Dr. Doolittle?
Yes, that Judy doesn't like this, like a person, because of this event. One, you were there. Two, like I don't know. It just trying to draw lines to fit a narrative almost instead 100%. Of So that's the main reason I gave it 3 vegetables, because I liked the subject matter. But 1, she wasn't in it that much, and 2, like when she was in it, I was like, is this really like a thing? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of parts that I wished I could just like skip through. Like, I wish I was reading it so I could have just like skimmed.
Yeah. Okay.
And because this is a history book, there is a shit ton of names, a shit ton of places, dates, all that shit. I struggled hard with all of that. And I don't consider myself to be like a history buff, but like Pacific War during World War II is not a forte that I have or even am like super familiar with. So like I did not know a lot of the places they were talking about, and I was just like, man.
So you were having to try to figure out where everybody was and who everybody was and like all the things at the same.
Yeah. Okay. And then people would be gone and then they would come back, and it was like, who is this guy again and why? Like, I don't know. So, anyway.
All right. Well,
3 vegetables.
Okay. And in 10 more years, you're going to read another book about Judy and be like, hey.
Don't I already know this?
Don't I know Judy? All right. Well, I have one book for you today. I am going to tell you all about Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry.
I've been waiting for this one.
Have you? Okay, so this is her new book in 2025. It came out in April, but like...
it's new to this year.
Yes, it's new to this year. And she did promote it as being different than all of her other books. Like, it's definitely a different style. And I will agree with that it is a different style. Okay, so authors Alice Scott, who is still looking for her big break, and Hayden Anderson, who has won a Pulitzer Prize, are both on Little Crescent Island for the same reason: to write the biography of a woman no one has seen in years, Margaret Ives. She is an heiress, a former tabloid princess, and the daughter of one of the most storied and scandalous families of the 20th century. Margaret invites them both for a 1-month trial period in which they will interview her separately and write her story. Like, they will each separately write her story based on the interviews that they get. After which she'll choose the person who she wants to ultimately write the story and publish it. So basically it's like a write-off, like a write-off to where
we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that terminology. She wants to see like how they're going to write the story and see which one she likes better, and at the end of the month decide who's going to she's going to give the story to.
That's a smart idea.
Yes. But she's only giving them pieces of the story, and due to an ironclad NDA, Alice and Hayden cannot share those pieces with each other. So because she doesn't want them to have the whole story, because then they could just run off and do whatever. And so she's giving them like little pieces and seeing what they do with it, and then also have them under an NDA so they can't talk about those pieces. Okay. So throughout this process, though, it's becoming clear to Alice that the pieces of the story that she's getting are mysterious, and feels maybe like Margaret may be leaving out some key details and maybe lying about some things. All the while, Alice and Hayden are spending their free time together as they are on this small island without much to do other than write the story. And as their relationship begins to change, some other mysteries are beginning to be uncovered that may affect everything.
The book.
Yes. So that's the gist of it. It's safe to say at this point that if Emily Henry writes it, I will probably love it. Like I said before, when she marketed this book, she did point out that it was different. I didn't find that it was like so different that it was off brand for her. Okay. But because the underlying like romance and all that kind of stuff is very Emily Henry vibes. But I do think the aspects of it being like they're trying, because as Alice is learning Margaret's story, it's almost like a flashback in the book. So like you almost get the story as it's being told from Margaret's point of view back in the day. Okay. So I feel like it's different in that way, but for me, I feel like it still has like same Emily Henry vibes. Like, you kind of know what you're going to get out of it with some changes. So it's told like almost in a dual timeline, dual POV. So all of present day is from Alice, and you get all of her interactions with Margaret and Hayden and the town and like all the things that's happening. And then in the other timeline, you get Margaret's POV as she's telling Alice her story. Like as you're getting it, and you slowly throughout the book start learning like all the controversies that happened in her life, and like all the ways that like growing up as this heiress affected her. And then so there's a couple of things that I didn't like. There was like some third act miscommunication, breakup-y things that I didn't love, but in this case, I did kind of understand it because there's an ironclad NDA in place. Okay. There's not like there wasn't a whole lot of, if you follow the rules of the NDA, there wasn't a whole lot of choice that they had. So there was some things that happened there. I still didn't like it because I hate that idea. But in this one case, I'm going to say like, I actually understood why it happened. Because NDAs are crazy. But overall, I loved it. It was great. I'm giving it 5 steaks. 5 whole steaks. Nice. And I cried so much in this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 tears. Wow. 4 out of 5 tears. So it was like not just like a couple drops of tears. There was like, I was bawling at one point.
Did you have to stop reading at any point because you were crying too hard? Wow.
Yes. I had to pause. Because I listened to this book. There was there was one day. So most Emily Henry books, I think I'm going to probably always listen because I really like, I think Julia Whalen is her name. She does like all of Emily's books, and I like how she narrates. So I think that I may listen to all of hers. But there was one day I was just sitting in the backyard with the dogs, so they're like running around, and I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm just like in the chair like bawling. And Tim came home from work, and he just like walked in the backyard, and he's like, "Hey babe," and then he saw me, and he was like, "Are you okay? What's happening?" And I just like wrong? Pointed to my AirPods, and I was just like, "Don't talk to me." And he was like, "Oh, got it." But yeah, he's like, "What did I walk into?" Just my wife sitting in the backyard all alone, just like tears streaming down her face. It was quite funny, but I loved it. I really liked the dual timeline aspect of it. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I think at this point, if it's an Emily Henry book, it's probably going to be 4 or 5 for me. Like,
right. And it's an auto read, probably.
Oh, she's definitely, it's become auto read. I now only have 1 book of hers that I haven't read, so that'll be coming soon.
Wow.
What's the last one? People We Meet on Vacation. That's the last one. And I have to read it by January because that's when the movie comes out. So, maybe I'll save it as a January read so then I could read it right before the movie.
Maybe and then if you have the books to movies goal next year, you can check one off right
immediately
away.
Check off in January. Yes, exactly. Maybe I will do that. Strategic reading. But yeah, that's that. Are you ready for our question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worse for a book to be boring, or is it worse for it to make you angry?
Boring.
100% boring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as we've discussed, I'm much more likely to rage read or anger read a book. So if it's boring, I'm probably going to DNF it. If it makes me angry, I'll probably keep going.
Yeah, I think that's the what's gonna happen because of this? Like, if a book is boring, the worst that's gonna happen is I'm either gonna DNF it or I'm just gonna skim it until, like, because if it's almost over, I'll just skim it until I'm done.
Yeah.
But like, man, anger reading or like a book making me angry, it's kind of 50-50 about what it's making me angry about, right?
Right.
Like, there's some stuff that I could probably rage read, but like,
sure, there's
also some stuff that like, I don't want to read this. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess it really depends on what it is.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm still gonna say that it's worse for a book to be boring.
Yes. Oh yeah.
At least I have some feelings about it if I'm angry at it, right? If it's boring and I'm just like bored, then I have no feelings and I'm just that makes me angrier.
Right. I'm not going to tell you what the book is, but I actually just finished, and I'm going to review it in a couple weeks.
Okay.
A book that I wanted to finish, but I was alternately bored and angry at this book
no, you had
the whole
both.
time. It had the aspect in it where I am just not a fan. Okay. And every time it's like what we talked about last week, where it's like almost like an auto DNF. It had that in it. And then on top of that, it was just like, I just got to like, it was like a 19-hour book, and I got to like 10 hours, and I was like, holy shit, I'm only halfway done. So I had to just like rage listen. I was just like,
no. Did you make it go faster?
Yes, I went as fast as I could until I couldn't understand it, and then backed off.
Okay.
And then just had my headphones on and just like sat there and listened to it while I was working. It's like, oh,
I can't wait to hear all about it. Yeah, I feel like it's just, I don't know. Books that are boring, it bothers me so much. That's funny. I'm reading a book right now that I have found fairly boring throughout the whole thing. I have almost quit it so many times, but then like something happens where I'm like, oh, I need to know. Like, I want to know what happens next. Right. Every time I'm on the verge where I'm like, nope, I'm DNFing this book. Something little happens and I'm just like, God damn it, I'm stuck again.
Like, but it's just enough like carrots to keep you in it, but like you're always, every time you get a carrot, you're like, is this enough?
Yes, is this carrot good enough?
Like, I don't really like carrots.
Yeah. Or is it actually a cucumber? Yeah, I just I don't know. I'm like staring at my Kindle right now thinking about the book like, ugh. Stop being boring. Yes. At this point I've made it, I think I'm like 75% in, so I think I'm fully in, but I'm upset about it. I'm not at a rage read yet, but I'm upset that it's like boring. I think one of the main reasons I've stuck it out so long is that it's a subscription box book. And like I have done terrible with reading subscription box books this month or this year. And so I was like, well, I mean, I have to now. Like it was one of the books that remember I told you that I made that like spreadsheet thing where it like tells me what my next physical book from my shelf is going to be. It was that book. So I was like, well, I have to do this.
I can't DNF the first book that I did.
So, all right. Well, all the listeners, please tell us what's worse for you. Is it worse for a book to be boring, or is it worse for a book to make you angry? Visit us on all of our socials, on our YouTube, on our website, all the things. Everywhere you find us is Savor the Story Pod. Reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. It makes us happy every time we do hear from you. Reach out. And also, it doesn't have to be just about this episode. You could tell us all the things, like any recommendations that you have, questions that you have, thoughts that you have, all bookish things and or snack things. Tell us.
All the thoughts.
All of them. Okay, thank you.
We accept them.
Yep. That's all. Okay, bye.
Bye. Get out of here.